Thinking of going to your first EDM festival but don't really know where to start? Or maybe you've been to one or two and you're not sure you're doing it right. Well, I'm going to give you 8 tips to make sure you're going to have an unforgettable experience at your next rave. Hi everyone, I'm Doug and this is FatBoyDoug, a channel with an appetite for life. I'm going to be posting videos all about having a happy and fabulous lifestyle. So if this is your first time joining us, please consider subscribing below. Alright, I'm really excited about today's video. It's all about EDM festivals and 8 tips on how to make it an unforgettable experience for you. There's just no other experience like it, being surrounded by your rave bays, listening to your favorite DJs, and all your friends with you, dancing around with you, having so much fun, high energy. We usually end up shirtless, but more on that later. But without further ado, let's start with tip number 1, candy. So all this stuff I'm wearing on my arms is what's called candy, spelled K-A-N-D-I. This specific fashion trend has been with the rave culture since the very beginning. And basically they're bracelets made up of individual beads and you string them together with a stretchy string. This one particularly has the pearls plus beads that have letters on them, and this one says FatBoyDoug. I don't know if you can see it. So you might be thinking, why would someone be wearing this? It's going to be so hot, it's all over your arms and cumbersome. But there's a big reason for it, and I'll get to that later. But your next tip is your outfit. So most of the time, EDM festivals are during the summer, and it's going to be super hot in the location that it's going to be in. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, it's going to be really hot. And you're going to be dancing around, moving around a lot, so obviously you're going to want to make sure that you wear something very comfortable. A tank top is always a nice choice for guys or girls. Make sure you wear shorts and not jeans, because that's going to be very, very tight and hot. I always think less is better because I'm most likely just going to take my shirt off anyway. It's going to be super hot. As for colors, you usually see a lot of neon or bright colors, sometimes LED and light up accessories like this here. I have a armband, and they have different ones with different colors. This one that's still in the package is red, and I'll put a link in the description below. So tip number 3 is to plan your set schedules and set your meeting locations. So if you're going to a big festival like EDC, there's going to be multiple stages and multiple DJs to see. And because there's going to be so many things to see, you'll want to plan out everything ahead. For most festivals, you can go on their website or on their app, and you're going to be able to see all the DJs and their set schedules on that website. So if you and your friends want to see the same sets, same DJs, then it makes it easy. You can set meeting points within the location itself. What makes it harder is when you guys want to see different DJs at different times. So if that's the case, then I would suggest setting a specific time to meet just to make sure that everyone's okay. Or you can set a time right before you're all going to leave so you can leave together. This is super important because there's usually no cell reception in any of these festivals. There's just so many people in one area. And in big festivals like EDC, it's really important that you set these emergency meeting points and meeting times so no one gets left behind. All right, tip number 4, drink lots of water. No matter if it's in the day or night, it's gonna be super hot because you're gonna be dancing around. So make sure that you're hydrated and drink lots of water. And then some festivals like EDC will have water filling stations, so you can actually fill up water bottles and it's for free. The only thing is the water stations are sometimes very far away, so you have to leave the set that you're watching and then come back later. So what you can do is actually buy a Camelback, which is a backpack that has a water pouch inside. And you just fill that up with water and you can carry it around with you. It lasts longer than a water bottle, so you don't have to constantly go and get water. And this has been a lifesaver for us. Tip number 5, dance. So you paid all this money to go to a festival. You're not gonna just stand there and listen to the music. You're gonna wanna dance around, be energetic as possible. So if all else fails, just bounce around and have fun with your friends. Which brings me to tip number 6, be with your friends. Like I said before, the festivals are really big and really huge. Lots of people there, you may feel overwhelmed. So make sure that you're with close friends and you can dance around and have fun with them. Going back to the tips about the meeting points, make sure to stick together as often as you can so no one gets left behind. And the way that groups stick together and find each other in big festivals is with what we call totems. So this is the totem that we've made. It's a panda, nerdy panda. As you can see, this is what I'm wearing right now, is the nerdy panda. I basically made this out of foam board and then a camera pole, a very lightweight camera pole, because you're gonna wanna hold it up high so that people can see it from far away. This specific totem has LED lights that are on the side. I'm not sure if you can see them. They have flashing lights on it. So it makes it really easy for people to see from far away. And I just extend the pole up and I carry it around with me and have it bouncing around. And then having the totems and being together makes for really great group photos like this one. All right, tip number 7, trading candy. So I said we were going to talk a little bit more about the candy and what its purpose is. Rave culture is all about inclusion, acceptance, and meeting new people, and candy is a great way of doing that. Basically, you make your own candy at home, and then you bring them to the raves, and you're going to trade them with other people that have made their own candy as well. So if you see someone with really good energy, or maybe you like their dancing, or maybe you just think that they're really hot, just go up to them and ask them if they want to trade candy. Now there's a specific way that you trade candy, and it has to do with 4 letters. P-L-U-R. And that stands for peace, love, unity, and respect. What I like to do is have all the tradable candy on one arm, and then all the candy that I like to keep on the other. And when you're ready to trade, you're going to put up the peace sign and connect that peace sign with the other person's peace sign. And then for love, you're going to make a heart together. So one side of the heart, other person the other side of the heart. For unity, you're going to grasp your hands together. And then for respect, you're going to trade that candy over to the other hands. So you just pick one bracelet from your arm and move it over to the other side for the other person's arm. And then they're going to do the same for you and put it on your arm. As I said before, the candy usually have words on them, so it's fun to see what they've given you. This one says, Shantae, you stay. This one says thick. This one says hottie. So have fun with this candy experience, but this brings me to my last tip, plur. Plur is all about loving and caring for one another, accepting each other. You're all at this rave together with a common interest, so why not be nice to each other and just have fun with each other? On top of trading candy, you can just dance around with them, introduce yourself, see what other festivals they've been to. I've actually met some really cool people from all around the United States at different festivals, and we end up seeing each other again at other festivals, so it's really cool to kind of see each other. It's almost like a reunion. But lastly, with plur, if you see someone that needs help, then go help them out. If they look like they're really dehydrated, then make sure that you offer them some water or just see if they're okay. There's always a medic tent somewhere in the festival, so you can always find help for this person, but don't just leave them behind. If you see that they need help, the plur thing to do is really to go up to them and find out what you can do for them. And it's because of that culture that people come back time and time again to EDM festivals. It's where people can be who they want to be, who they're meant to be, and people there will accept you and celebrate you for it. All right, which EDM festivals or raves are you most excited to attend this year? And which tips did you find most helpful today? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to share this video with all of your newbie rave friends. And this is the first in a series of videos all about EDM festivals and raves, so make sure to subscribe below so you'll know when the next video comes up. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you at the next rave.